film tomorrow.
Welcome back, welcome back. We're excited to talk to our next guest. He's been a friend of mine for the last 5 years, and we work on a project together.
Many projects.
Many projects together. I tell people, when I tell people what we do together, they say,
cool, really?
yeah, they say cool. And I said, why don't you do this or that? And I said, well, this is our golf game. This is, a golf game. You don't make any money doing it, but you have an extreme fun doing it.
Yep.
And Glen Wolfe is in the studio. Welcome to the show, Glen.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Kelly.
Now we're promoting our company. I guess it's called a company or a group, or you can't really do a lot with this because it's kind of what we do has a lot of restrictions. We're talking about Warp 66 Studios, and you want to talk a little bit about that and how it started? And
Sure. Well, Warp 66 Studios is a local studio. We can't call it a company because you can't make money, but basically what we do is we shoot internet episodes of Star Trek. So for all you Trekkies out there, the series is called The Federation Files. We've got 8 episodes out right now. We're releasing our 9th one on December 21st, and it's been accepted into an independent film fest, which is why we're talking about it today, so that any of the local people that want to come out and support us can go to the film fest, watch the film. And this film fest is based totally on fan support. So the more you watch it, every time you watch it, you get a vote. So the more people that watch it, we actually have the opportunity possibly to be recognized nationally in this film fest for one of our episodes.
And you entered last year, right?
Yes, we entered an episode last year called The Equinox Effect, which was a film that spanned not only the original Star Trek series, but we also had cameos from Deep Space Nine and The Next Generation. And we actually won the film fest last year.
You didn't win your category, you won the whole thing.
The entire contest,
yes.
There's like 8 categories that you enter, and then you can either win just your category, or the top vote getter from the entire film fest wins a grand prize, and that's what we won. And I say we because Dan, my partner here, of course, works on it with me.
And I'm especially excited because I directed this episode.
Kelly was the director, yes.
So.
Well, I wanted to make a point that, it's one thing to win a category, but it's another thing to win the entire overall. And I guess the reason we're here is to get people to go to the website, which is, it's called indieboom.com, INDIEBOOM.com, and you can look at all of the entries there, but we're really interested in you watching our episode because that's how you win.
Right.
Correct. And the votes are tabulated on
Number of votes, or number of views.
View time. So you can't just keep clicking on it.
You have to watch the entire episode.
Yeah, it's a cumulative time. So the episode is called Mask. It's actually a sequel to another episode that we released this year.
That's the cover work, so that's what you'll try to find on the website.
Right. If you go to the website and you click on that poster, that's our episode. And one thing I really like about this episode is because of COVID, we did everything locally this year. Everybody involved in this film is from Arkansas, and many from Harrison. So we have a lot of local people that you might know either worked on this or in it.
And one thing that I'm proud of is we all social distance, and we all washed our hands, and we all wore masks when necessary, and not one person contracted COVID from our shooting. So it can be done.
Yes.
There's ways to do it, and
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
And everything that you guys do is on a volunteer basis. No one gets paid. It's if you can act, if you have a talent, you're welcome to come, and there's a job for everyone. I mean, when I first met you guys and started out, I was painting, hammering, and
I think we have some photos of you doing some painting and hammering.
And now I've directed a couple of episodes. I've learned the lingo. I've kind of learned how to, do little things, and it's been a lot of fun.
And by the way, that needs to be repainted.
I see. Okay, we've got pictures. I didn't realize that.
And that's our bridge set. That's our 360 bridge, what it looks like completed. We have, how many of these do we have, Glenn?
We have 1 3/4 bridge sets.
Yeah.
And then we have several other sets from the original series. We have a transporter room, corridors, sick bay. We have a shuttlecraft. We have a conference room, and we have a temporary set that goes up and down, which is the captain's quarters. And then we build sets as we need them, for each episode. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. And Kelly was a little modest because she skipped the part where she's actually starring in next year's first episode called Doppelganger.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be talking about that next time around. Those are some of the photos of the construction of our 3/4 bridge, and that is located actually right here in our studios. We had taken 3 office areas and demolished the walls to make one large room, and we shaved and shaved and shaved, cut corners to try to get all of the sets into that one room, and now it's finished. You saw a picture of what it looks like.
You guys did
finished.
that in no time at all.
Oh my gosh, we had a lot of
Uh,
shoehorns.
Yeah, a lot of shoehorns. Yeah. And this is what it looks like as we
Set
do
up
our
for a shoot?
production.
Yeah.
And people say, okay, you've got a great set. What do you do with them? Well, we actually invite people who can act or would like to work behind the camera. And you basically write most of the scripts, and I do most of the cinematography. Kelly helps direct, and we have actors in front. And we actually would love for people to go watch the ones that we already do have in the can. You can go to our website. It's thefederationfiles.com, and we have all of our 8 episodes there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But and that's what it looks like when you go to our website page. We also do have a Facebook page called the Federation Files, and but we really want you to go. Now, what date is that? That's
The Independent Film Fest is from December 21st until January 3rd. So if you click on that and watch our film once a day, every day, maybe we'll win.
Share it. Get
So,
everyone to watch.
I'm really proud of the fact that this is an all Arkansas shoot
Yeah.
this time. We've had actors come in from other states. We've flown people in from New York, but because of restrictions this year, we actually have 4 episodes out this year, and this is the latest one, and everybody in it is from Arkansas. We have some very, very local talent in this one. A couple names to mention: Candace Lambert, who's a high school student here. She's done a couple episodes with us, and she's fantastic.
And Rob Thomason.
Rob Thomason, a lot of people may know. We have Michelle Reynolds worked on makeup on it.
Not related to her, but
Yeah, not related to Dan Reynolds. And then our alien makeup artist lives in B Branch. Her name is Leah French. And so we've had a lot of local support for this. We were able to shoot on local sites, like the museum let us come in and shoot. And we've shot in the 911 Center
yeah.
and Mystic Caverns.
Yeah, I think we've got some photos of some behind the scenes of a mask with the makeup. You want to explain this?
Okay.
Dan?
Okay. Yeah, this is actually another of our local actresses. This is Haley Price, and has an appearance at the end of this episode, and she's kind of a gray alien hybrid human mix. When you see the finished makeup, it'll make more sense to you. But we had a lot of fun with her because she can't see through those eyes.
Yeah,
So
it is quite funny.
when we were on set, people had to lead her around. Like, she was blind for the first time in her life, but she did a fantastic job.
And she was very patient.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
extremely.
very patient.
Yeah, 3 hours to put the makeup on, and her scene is at most a minute, maybe,
Yeah.
in the show.
Yeah.
But it's a critical character for the show. There's her all done in the makeup with somebody I don't recognize behind her.
I think that's the director. I'm not sure. Who.
But she was fantastic. Her sister has also worked with us, Chastity. She was actually in this episode as
Yeah,
an extra,
yeah.
and she's been in another episode as well. So once again, I just want to, thank the local community. This is a very local shoot, and now we're in a national contest, and we're hoping that everybody gets
Yeah.
recognized for their hard work.
Again, that's going to be December 21st, a few days from now, and it goes till, you can vote till January the 6th, is that correct?
I think it's the 3rd.
Third?
It goes
Okay.
for 2 weeks, so
Yeah,
without
okay.
doing the quick math in my head, it's you got about 14 days to
So-
I
vote.
think it's Sunday to Sunday, 2 weeks.
So
yeah.
what I want you to do is put a little Post-it note next to your monitor and say, every day go to indieboom.com, INDIEBOOM.com, select mask, and let it play, and then share it with all your friends and tell them to do the same. And we would love to take the trophy home back here to Arkansas, wouldn't we?
Exactly. We're defending. We won last year.
That's right. We're
So-
defending champions.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
we want to keep up a good run on this.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested in being a part of what we do, we have an open invitation for anyone that wants to be involved.
Correct?
And how they do that.
I would contact either Warp 66 Studios or the Federation Files. On Facebook is the best way to get a hold of us. You could contact myself, Dan, or Kelly directly, but if you go through the company page, then anybody who sees it from the production will then get a hold of you. You don't have to wait for
Yeah.
one of us busy people to
Yeah, and you
decide.
send us a PM if you want.
Yeah, just
That's
send
fine.
us a message. Say, hey, I'm interested in acting or working behind the scenes. We have a young lady working with us now who wants to get into film, so she's been working with us. She's going to North Ark right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, okay.
Shailene
Yeah.
Everts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So she's been doing some PA work, and she might want to direct. We got her in front of the camera, and now she thinks she wants to be an actress.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but she did great. So, we're not only having fun ourselves, but we're providing opportunities for other people to, maybe either test it out or, go on in a film career and using this on their resume as
That's
experience.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people may just want to know the mechanics of how a film is made, and it's not just putting a camera up and saying lines. There's a lot more that goes along with it. And in my experience, I've noticed that a lot of projects die because of the post-production aspect of it. So if you want to just learn from, if you're interested in doing films, you can be a part of that and just observe, and we'll help you with that process.
And there's so many jobs too: lighting, sound, wardrobe,
Food.
makeup, food.
Go get the food.
Yeah, PA, production assistant. Basically, you're the gopher.
Yeah.
Whatever the people who are actually involved in setting up the shoot needs, you send that person
Yeah.
out to get something. And that's not actually a legitimate job on a real film. A
Right.
production assistant, they usually have 4 or 5.
And it's pretty an important job.
It
It
is,
is
because the
important,
film
absolutely.
cannot get made if the details aren't there.
No.
So the more the merrier.
You were talking about logistics earlier, and Dale. If it wasn't for Dale on this mask episode, we would not had fire.
Correct. We had a guy just assigned,
to-
Dale Price,
assigned
to
for the
stoke
fire.
the fire to keep the fire at the right.
Because the fire had to be the same
Every
intensity
shot,
every
right.
shot, and sometimes it would go down, and we'd have to do retakes and stuff. So
Dale's wife as well drove
Yeah.
drove the car,
Yeah.
which all you can see is the headlights on, but we needed someone to drive a car through the woods. She was there.
She was there.
She stepped up. So yeah, it's a lot of fun because the whole family gets involved. Every
Sure.
one of us has had our family members involved in this.
Yeah.
And like I said, that our actress Haley, her sister and mother and dad were there, and we needed more hands, and they jumped right in.
Yeah.
So it's a family affair. It's a lot of fun.
It's a different world. If you're interested, contact us, and we'll be glad to talk to you about more about that.
Sure. Like I said, there's something that everybody can do something. Maybe you don't want to be in front of the camera, but holding the microphone in the right spot is an important job, and not
It
getting
is.
it in the shot.
Well, Glenn, thanks so much for coming. I've asked you many times to be on the show, and this is the opportunity that you're here. So glad you're here.
Thank you for having me, and thanks for all your hard work and partnership with our endeavors. And
All right.
and not only go watch Mask, watch the rest of our films, and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Let us know. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we have Wanda Massingale and Kelsey, an 8-week-old terrier mixed pup, and I think that everybody in the office here wants her. So stay with us. We'll find out all about Kelsey in just a few seconds. Stay with us.